anybody that drinks protein in their coffee understands the struggle. I'm sure it's very easy for it to end up clumpy and less than edible if it's clumpy, right? Okay, so let's see. First things first, you guys. For those of you that are on YouTube right now, go ahead and click on the subscribe button and the bell so you get notified when new videos come on. If you are watching this somewhere else at the end of the video, if you dig it, if you don't do this because this will drive you mad. But if you do dig it, what you're going to do is you're going to go over to YouTube, search my first and last name, click on the subscribe button and also the bell. There it is. So you get notified whenever new videos come on, okay? I don't tell you to do it on Facebook because Facebook is notoriously terrible for letting you know whenever new videos or whenever people are live. So there is that. Let me go ahead and do the ask your questions. Boop. Right there. Okay, you guys, today we are doing a Q&A. So every Thursday it's Q&A. Go ahead and ask your questions. Feel free to just get crazy with the questions. I am a totally open book, you guys. So whatever. If it's like yesterday I talked about having your you and your significant other being a united front in business and in life, right? That was I got a lot of feedback on that one. That was cool. There's, obviously anything marketing wise, anything strategy wise, anything home business related, or big business related. I've consulted with huge companies all the way down to families. Okay. So go ahead and ask whatever your questions are. I'll go ahead and answer them as I see them. Hey, Jeannie, I am loving your profile pic, FYI. Megan, good morning. Meredith, good morning. Joe, good morning from snowy Dryden, Ontario, Canada. Oh my word, it's snowing in places, you guys. Good morning, Heather. So yeah, go ahead and ask your questions. Oh, we've got Emily. Good morning. Good morning, Deb. A question that a lot of people have been asking is about the online course workshop last week. So maybe like some people didn't realize it was coming up and then they were like, oh my gosh, what was that, right? Because afterward, everybody's like, it's awesome. Like it was basically, if you have ever even thought about, whoop, we got a clump. If you had ever even thought about potentially building an online course and then having it for sale, if you've ever even thought about it, that's something to jump into, okay? For HBR people, it has a discount code that makes it $37, forever and ever, amen. It's just a one-time purchase. For people that aren't in HBR, it's still cheap. It's $97. The link for it is marthaekrejci.com/course. And then if you're in HBR, the discount code is in the HBR student group, of course. But you guys, basically what I taught was, because I create courses, right? I mean, I'm Martha and I create courses. That's just something that I think you should know about me. But in creating those courses, I've learned what works and what doesn't work. So we go all through the beginning, like what course to make, how to lay it out, and then all the way through what the sales page should look like and how to keep it evergreen so you're not launch, relaunch, which is maddening. Okay, you guys, this is the real deal. The online course workshop was insanity. Some would say I left it all on the court. Let's see. Okay, now we have some questions here. Hey, Daniel and Deborah and Rachel. Oh my gosh, good morning. We're supposed to get snow tonight. Who is that? Says Facebook user, I can't see it. Janet, good morning in rainy Indianapolis. Oh, did you know my sister lived in Noblesville? She lived there for, I guess I don't know how long. I feel like 4 years is a good thing. I don't know. Judith, hello. Sarah, if you have a lot of content, let me get this on here. If you have a lot of content in your course in PDFs that can't be put into videos, should you rethink content? I would make sure that the content that has to be in PDFs is essentially support content. And what I mean by that is like your actual teaching happens in videos and stuff like that, and then the support content is PDFs. Now, if it's acting like it's your leading content right now, that's okay. You can still shift it to where that once leading content is now support content. So what I mean by that is that you explain and you dive deep in the videos itself, and then this content just becomes like a, okay, and here this is. You need to make sure that the content on your PDFs isn't everything, because of course that can just be shared. PDFs technically should be sorry you guys. I'm just gonna pull my hair out on TV apparently. Happy Thursday. So the content on PDFs essentially should work as a PowerPoint. And PowerPoint, sometimes people do this very wrong, and PowerPoint slides have all of what they were going to say on it. And that's not how PowerPoint should be. PowerPoint should be a question or an idea of something. Like in online courses, meatloaf versus slice of meatloaf, okay? Where those are words, but you have no idea what I'm talking about until I actually get into it, right? So it should be like, here's the concept, now let me explain. That's how PDFs and slides, of course, should be. Now, if it's links out to things that are necessary, that's totally fine, but you need to teach more about those things and why they're necessary in your videos. Meredith, like if you look at what I've done in my, so I have like a sort of how to lose weight in a natural way, decreasing inflammation in a natural way sort of group. I have meal plans in there where you can link out to different recipes and things like that that I have curated and I know are good recipes and good for your body and help you decrease inflammations based on the foods that are in them. So I have those. However, in my videos is where I teach all about the why behind this. So it's not just, hey, eat this stuff. It's here's the why. That's what matters, if that makes sense. Meredith, the course made me go get the bat signal course. Now reworking my bat signal and drilling down. Boom. Yeah, there's a bat signal workshop and an online course workshop. You guys, my website is being completely revamped. And you guys are going to be, within the next 4 months, that's how legit this is going to be. Within the next 4 months, you guys are going to be like, oh my word. So there's so much, I mean, think Gary Vee and Tony Robbins type style and journeys and all of that. So all of that stuff will just exist on the website too and be very easy to find. But yeah, the Bat Signal workshop is awesome. Awesome. Amanda, I just finished the course workshop. I did yesterday. Wait, I don't know how to say that. And it was great. I have a good start in my course and it's time to make it happen. Boom, pow, nice. Joe, I've got the same question as Sarah. Okay, and I answered that. All right, great. Amanda, I just finished the course. Oh, wait, I just read that. Meredith, and bought 8 packs of Post-its. Oh, you'll need them. Oh, you'll need them. Good morning, Claudette. Amanda, Post-it notes everywhere. Heck yes. Let's see. All right, Paulina, my bat signal has to do with building confidence to become your own health advocate. I'm trying to reach my people, but having a hard time finding groups to find my people. I'm in a couple of alternative medicine groups and groups on topics that interest me, like decorating, but I feel like maybe I'm looking in the wrong places. If you're in alternative medicine, you're already in the wrong place so far as that's concerned, because your people aren't yet gonna know about, you're basically, what you're doing is you're sort of like a truth teller, and you're helping people understand this stuff. If they're already in alternative medicine groups, they already know, like they're probably on the same page as you already. So we don't look for people already on the same page as us, because they don't really need our help. The people that we were, right, our bat signal at the very beginning. So what brought you into the world of wellness and let me see what the words you're using. Becoming your own health advocate. So what was the turning point where you realized you needed to become your own health advocate? And maybe even 6 months before then, what were you going through before you figured that out for yourself? Those are groups that you need to join. Emily, good morning. Claudette, I have Post-it. Let me see. I have Post-it notes all over my wall. My room is Martha Eyes. Oh, my word. Emily, just did my first live. Any suggestions moving forward for ideas? I just started my YL business. Just did your first live. I would suggest jumping into Gold Getters if you're not already in there. I have 90 Days to Silver in the unit section. Also check out the entire unit section. There are gold nugget trainings in there. I would go through that for sure. And then of course there's Go for Gold, Silver Made Simple, all of that stuff as well. But if you're not ready for that yet, then I would suggest the actual the unit section, because you don't have to pay for anything until you're ready to pay for something. Okay. Sarah, okay, perfect. Thanks so much. Awesome. Brandy, you are in all the places. How do you do your content planning effectively so you stay consistent? I've got my hand in so many things. HBR, Go for Gold, just a little overwhelmed. Well, it sounds to me like you're thinking of HBR and Go for Gold like they're separate. And they're not. HBR is all encompassing over everything. So Go for Gold is a different training, but it's all the same thing. So all that I do, you guys, is I break down my content. First of all, I don't know what I'm going to talk about in a daily live until that morning. Other than Thursdays, I know are Q&As. Every other time, it's because I'm this kind of person and I can do this. There's two types of people in the world. I talked about this in the online course workshop also. There's two types of people in the world. One type of person can fly by the seat of their pants, and it actually works out better for them when they do. That's me. And that's because it's fresh for me, and I follow a lot of intuition. So I follow a lot of, here's what I feel like people need to hear today, right? And that's my morning prayer, is to make me a Moses, right? Give me the words to say so they're going to land on people's hearts the exact way that they need to land on people's hearts for their life to change in a positive way. That is the make me a Moses prayer. That's what I pray every morning, okay? And so with that, I feel like I'm just given topics. And so I don't do a lot of planning. Planning for me equals stagnant. It equals a lack of in the moment energy. Because if I talk about something today that I thought of a month ago and determined I was going to talk about today, I'm not going to have the same energy toward it. Maybe that day I would have had good energy toward it, and maybe even the next day. But not like a month ago, here's what you're assigned to talk about today, is not going to work for me. Not at all. Trust me, I've tried, and then I just keep changing them. That's what happens. Because I have to be in the moment. And so, my content strategy is not really strategy. It's more like, what do I feel like people need to hear about? And then also, okay, well, what weaves in that they would also be able to do to help them with this topic, right? So here we can talk it out. I can help you out right here. And then if you want more, just go into like online course workshop or something like that. That's how my content works. So it's all very just aligned in that day and that time. Now there's a second kind of person as well. And that kind of person does not thrive in that space. That person needs details. They need to know exactly how everything is going to happen, and then they implement, okay? And that is your green personality, right? Like your data driven, your why, that's needs everything to be clear before you can move forward. And there's not a right or wrong here. It's just different types of personality. So if that's your type of personality, then my suggestion would be, okay, well, what topics? I would break down your meatloaf. Let me see. You're in HBR, I believe. So your meatloaf, right? Break down your meatloaf into your slices, subtopics, bring out those topics, and then talk about those. You can even throw them into answerthepublic.com, the actual like one word of that topic, see what people want to know about that, and then do a live about that. That would probably be the best thing for people that need to have the details all put together. And then, of course, have a call to action of some sort. Not to be salesy and say, like, I want to sell all the things, but for people to be able to take the next step. Because that's where a lot of people, they get very meek and timid when it comes to offering a next step to somebody. And it's actually kind of rude not to let people know how they can move further with the knowledge that you're giving them, right? So that's where your call to action is. And I really like, oh, by the way stuff. I really like, not like, here's what we're talking about and you're doing this and you're buying this thing. I really like, okay, so let me help you with this stuff. And then, oh, by the way, if you want to know more, here's where you can find out more. That's what I really like, the energy behind that. And I really like how I just really like the energy behind it. I hope that helps, Brandy. Amanda, yay on the website rework. It's huge. Amanda, you have no idea. I had a call with them yesterday. That's why I had to go early in the live yesterday. I had a call with them from 10 to 11:30 yesterday. We broke down everything. And they're excited to work with me. And they're like, they're huge with like women in tech and women in leadership, and obviously in both of those things, and just how, I mean, I am the way that I am anytime that you meet me. So if you meet me in person, I'm like this. I might be a little quieter because I am an introvert too, but if you meet me in person, I'm like this. But on video with them, I was just kind of like, just like I am right now. So I think they're like, okay, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be really fun. And I'm beyond excited because it's also how we're going to be attracting leads and people for my folks that are going to get certified in business strategy, that are going to go through my certification for business strategy and being a business coach. I'm also paying these people to help bring in leads for them as well. I'm so excited to be able to actually help feed people. It's beyond. That's service, you guys. That is service to others. Merritt, my 1-year-old is currently trying to rip my Post-its off the wall. I told you have to take a picture of those suckers. That'll happen. Oh my goodness. Tina, is there a way to easily transcribe our recording? If you do it on YouTube, YouTube has an internal like transcription thing, but it's not great. So you have to go back and edit it. You can also just send it to somebody on Fiverr, Fiverr.com, and ask them to transcribe. Or you could hold a device up to your computer while your computer goes through what your video was, and then have it post to Notepad. That would be a massive workaround, but that could go. Where are we at? Oh my gosh, 1904. My goodness. Daniel, really enjoyed Go for Gold program. I'd like to go for HBR if possible. Heck yeah. Daniel, it's actually half off today. So I would suggest messaging my business page. Oh, wait, I've got a thing for that. Hang on. Message my business page. Ignore case study. I'm going to give you another word. Message my business page, Livin the Dream with Martha. This is my Facebook business page. Message me the word Billy, Billy. Message me that today, and you're going to get half off. Okay, that's a thing that I'm doing today and today only, so up until midnight tonight. Just by messaging me doesn't mean that you're forced to pay anything. It's just the conversation, okay? You don't have to. If you don't want to join, don't join. If you do, then do. But we're going to go through the the details of it and all of that, see if it's a good fit for you or not. Okay, I have to pop out of here. You guys have the best day. Bye-bye.